Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for the 11th of April 2017. Right, I'm going to have to really sort of speed through this because I'm so behind. I had trouble getting out of bed this morning. I had strange dreams and stuff like that, so my sleep wasn't disturbed. It was quite nice, but it's yeah, I'm a little bit behind. But first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the Libra moon. I stood out last night and watched it, and it was really, really strange. It was sort of like it was saying something is about to be revealed. You know, there was a mystery surrounding it. That's what I felt when I was looking at it. Now, within this Libra moon, it's got two sides. You know, like the scales. So we could be experiencing chaos, we could be experiencing opportunity. And what I sort of got with this is the more flexible we are, the easier we will be able to navigate this moon as well. And what is coming through with this is it's asking you to dig deep and say, what is it that makes you tick, you know? What are your underlying passions? So this is you delving right into the bottom of your soul to see what is it that makes you, not function, because we function on a daily basis anyway, whether we're doing something we like or not, we're still functioning. But what is it that sort of ignites you? That's the word, yeah. What is it that gets the sort of that passion sort of yeah, coursing through your veins, you know? This is it. What is it you truly, truly want? Now, when these scales are there, and like I say, there could be chaos and opportunity, you know. When we go inward, if we take it out, so if we imagine the scales on either side there, if we go inward here, this is when we are neutral. So we can stay centered within that, you know. When we allow other people to, or other opinions to dictate or delegate, this is when we get thrown off balance here, you know. So this is about staying centered and staying inward as well, you know. And with this Libra moon, Libra is often known as the people pleaser and stuff like that. Not this time, you know. This is about what is it we want. It's about our needs. It's about our emotional wants, you know. Because when we are sitting on the fence, we don't get anywhere. You're just sitting, you know. So it's like I say, it's sort of, you need to get over this fence and you need to start moving. I was watching the video Woodstock the other night, the music video, and it was sort of the run up to it and everything. And we were talking while it was going on, and it was said that during that time, the elite, or whatever you want to call them, I don't like to get too much into stuff like that with videos, but this came in today. It was the only time in history where they actually thought that they were losing control. You know, the people were like sort of standing up to them. Um, and I feel that this is coming again. There's a lot of sort of reoccurrences of things that were happening then that are happening now. You know, it was all about the hippie movement, wasn't it? And people standing up against the governments and standing up against old doctrines, and you know, and what we should do. And I really feel that we're in the age of Aquarius. This is what the Yogi Bhajan said was going to happen, you know. So this is happening, and I really feel we will see it quite a lot this month. I don't know why, but I do feel there's stuff coming on a political and social level as well this month that came through. Now, what we need to do when we're looking at something like this is we realize that this doesn't have to be a battle, you know. What we need to do is we need to rise in our own truth. And once we rise in our own truth, what we are doing then is we are raising the vibration of the world a little, you know. So this is us doing our little bit. We are taking responsibility for ourselves as well, and we are being authentic, you know. So this I feel, a lot of people say Libra is about balance. I don't feel that. I feel this is about what will bring in balance. So this is what you've got to look at, you know. So look at areas of your life where you are being authentic. Look at areas of your life where you are stepping into a role or you are wearing a mask, you know. And like I say, that is out of balance. So it's authenticity. It's staying centers here. anything that swings you out of balance of who you truly are needs to be getting rid of. You know, that's it. You need it out, because when you're out of balance, you're out of sync, you're out of vibration, you know, and you can go out of your mind, they've just said there. So this is about center, center, center. This is it, you know, staying centered. So what I feel within this, because I do feel it's going to be a strange month, I do, and especially this moon, it's powerful, it's really powerful, but it's how you use that power. If you let it take control, it will take control, and you will find it quite hard to navigate, you know. So what this is saying is the key to this is when you are in the eye of the storm, that is fine, but try not to let that storm get into you, you know. So like I said yesterday, ride that wave, you know, that this is what you've got to do. And know that whatever is going on, if you are experiencing this chaos, know that this will pass as well, you know. Now, we've got this Mercury retrograde. Somebody pointed out to me today about all the other retrogrades, and yeah, we do, you know, I'm well aware of them, but you know, I'm not an astrologer, so I don't go that much into astrology on my videos, but I am aware of all of the other retrogrades, you know, the Venus there, yeah, Venus and stuff like that. But we've got the Mercury retrograde at the moment, and a lot of people say that Mercury retrograde causes communication problems, and I do feel it a lot of technical problems and stuff like that. But I disagree that Mercury retrograde causes communication problems. What I usually find is if I need to speak to somebody during a Mercury retrograde, I'm either very careful of my words or I don't. I put it off until it's over, you know. So that isn't Mercury retrograde causing it, but it can heighten it. So what is usually the cause of breakdowns in communications or misunderstandings is our ego and our assumptions. It's not that it's Mercury. Yes, Mercury highlights them more, but it's us, you know, and it's how we come across to other people, you know, and what we assume as well. Because you know what they say about when you assume, you know, you make an ass out of you and me. And this is it, you know, and within the 4 agreements, the 3rd agreement is don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness and drama. With just this one agreement, you can change your life. And that's it. So be very careful of your words. Be very careful that you are listening to what the other person is saying, not what you think they are saying as well, you know, and be very careful of your words when you're saying. Make sure that you are clear and concise. Now, this is strange because we had the Page of Cups yesterday, and this was mentioned in this, that sometimes the Page of Cups can be a little bit cryptic in what he says, you know. So this is about getting clear with your speech. And when you are sort of centered, when you are balanced, when you are grounded, and when you are true in your true self, this is when you will not act on ego. You will not just suddenly spout out something, you know, and this communication problem will not arise, you know. So like I say, this is about what puts us into balance, not about balance already being there, you know, looking for ways to bring balance into our life. And I think this is what the Libra moon is here to teach us. So what we need to remember here is that our future depends on what we do now. So it's like, you know, whatever from today, whatever you are embarking on, you know, your future will depend on this. So, you know, it's like, where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Because, you know, this could be the start of that little blueprint for that. I pulled one of my new cards when I was sort of writing what I was getting down. I was sort of getting notes downloaded, and I loved it. And I really love these cards. Now, you know, this card actually reminded me of Che Guevara. I know it's not meant to be, you know, it's an angel of some sorts, but it really reminded me of Che Guevara. And he was the freedom fighter, wasn't he? You know, some say he was an activist, but he was a freedom fighter. He fought for what he believed in. And this coincides so much with what I've just been saying about the Libra moon. And this card is called Speak Your Truth. And what it says is, stand up for what you believe in, regardless of the consequences. Speak your truth no matter what others may think. It's time to stand in your own power for all the world to see. Now that's really bizarre. When I said I had strange dreams last night, I was in this sort of football field, this huge stadium, and I was sitting in the middle of the stadium with a table, and I was doing my videos. I was doing my videos like this, but there was so many people around, and I knew I was being watched, and I knew I was being jeered as well, you know, like not in a good way. But I just sat and I was like channeling what I had to do. So it was some strange people from my past were in it as well. But this was it. So I was actually sort of there, and I was not. You know, people were saying to me, you know, all these people are watching. What are you going to do? And it was like, I'm still going to do it. This is what I'm meant to do. So that's strange that that's actually just came in there. I think that's given me an insight into what my dream is. So yes, so this is, you know, time to stand in your power for all of the world to see. The colours in this, they're all of the bottom chakras, so they're reds, they're oranges. This is about being emotionally secure, about being grounded within yourself, feeling your own security and feeling powerful as well. So that, I feel, is what the Libra moon is coming in. And if you have any intentions, please set them, because like I've said, remember, your future depends on what you do today. You know, I'm sorry, I didn't want to say it today there. I wanted to say in the present, but today, a lot of synchronicities going on. So many. I even one of my friends, I was out last night with them, and it's so many signs over the last 2 days. And my friend actually turned around and went, "Is that sign for you?" And they actually noticed it as well. So it's not just coming from me, but yeah, it's bonkers. So many infinity symbols. This is crazy. There's just I really don't know what's going on. I can't wait for a holiday. Then I can actually tune in and ask for myself. I've been that busy that I haven't had a chance to proper tune in for me. So right, okay, I'll get back, like I say, on the cards. I said I was going to be quick with these, and I'm ending up going over and over. So the card that I picked for today is the Star. Now, what I loved about this is yesterday I mentioned about these waves crashing, didn't I? And in this is exactly the same. So what this card is saying is, like, when you feel that you are lost at sea and when you are being tossed around by like the storms of life, like I've said, don't let the storms get into you, you know. You will be guided by this star. Now, this star, we know that the star brings in balance, brings in harmony, brings in vulnerability as well, you know. And the star will light our way. This is it, you know. We are being guided by the star. And what I got with this is there's some way that there's two worlds being brought together here. And it's sort of, there is so much divine intervention I feel around at the moment. But this is coming with a lot of healing and a lot of love, you know. So there's a lot of healing and a lot of love coming through, and it's like, you know, this star is like sort of saying, look, come with me, you know. So there's spiritual blessings here as well, and you know, they always say that we wish upon a star. So I really feel any wishes that you have, make a wish tonight, make a wish with the moon. Because no matter how dark things seem at the moment, I really feel that this star has come to light your way, to give you hope, you know, because there's hope in the darkness, this is saying. Now, you know, we've always got to have hope. We always have, you know. That is something that when we have lost everything, we only have hope left, you know. And this is saying call on that, because there's this star, the universe, the divine, whatever you want to call it, are really guiding you here. So please take notice of the signs, you know, because there's guidance coming through. There's renewal, there's healing. And this is about guiding you onto your path. Now, we mentioned the path yesterday in one of the cards, doesn't it? So this is, find your connection again with spirit. Find your connection again. This is what you need to do. This is where you will get your salvation. This is what I'm getting with this, you know. So it's like, get the what's that Irish proverb? Something about with may the wind be at your sails or something. This is what I'm. Yeah, this is what. Sail on. There's, right, you're on target. Right, okay, this is showing me that there's like a target there, you know, and you are being guided towards this target, you know. Now, yesterday we had the Page of Cups, didn't we, with his bow and arrow. It's shooting the target. I really wished I had more time today to actually sort of delve deeper into this. But what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a purity here. I'm seeing that there's a new birth. There's something being born again here, you know. And I feel that it's like rose petals are being being thrown at your feet, you know. This is going to be a very delicate path, but this is going to be a beautiful path that you are embarking on. It's like they have lined the way for you. That's taking me back. That's always remember. My mum used to have a caravan up in Northumberland, a beautiful part of the world. And I remember I went out one night, and as I was walking back, it was about 2:00 in the morning, and I was walking back myself, and my mum had gone out and lit little tea lights all the way from the road leading back to the house. And that was like, you know, it was just such a tiny, lovely little gesture. But it was really, really beautiful, you know. So, and she said, oh, so you could find your way. And they've just brought me that. That was a memory I'd actually forgot there until it's just came in. But this is what I'm seeing with this. But I'm seeing it with flowers and petals and growth and blossoming and something blooming. And this is very, very heartfelt. There's a lot of, I said this was going to be an emotional week, and I really, really feel it is. So it's like, if you are feeling in the dark at the moment, look at the brightness of the stars. The stars will guide your way, you know. We are stardust, we are golden. That's what we are, you know. And this is trying to put you on the path where you will shine brighter. Like I say, there's so many synchronicities at the moment, you know, so many people coming together. I met somebody by chance last night, and I started talking to them. I'd been talking to them for about 2 minutes, and the first thing they said was, the universe will give you what you need rather than what you want. And I was like, those are my words. That's exactly what I say, you know. So, and then this conversation came, and there was just so many different things, and it's like, you know, there's people out there that know that there really, really is, you know, and connecting with them. And they even said people are coming together at the moment. This is what it's about. So look out for these connections, you know. Nothing is by chance. You are being guided, right? They've just said there, you are being guided home, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, you are being guided home. Wow, that's quite important, I feel, with that one. But anyway, yeah, we go on to the I'll do this one now. The Colette Baron Reid card, and this is talking about a higher power, you know. Now, this reminds me of the card yesterday. It's like the rose quartz color as well, you know. And what this card is saying is that, like, you know, it's sort of we are souls. This is it. We are souls on a journey here. We aren't human beings. We are, but we're not on a deeper level. And this is saying about you know, going deeper, you know, like I say, finding that connection with spirit again, trusting, believing, you know, in the universe. It has a bigger plan for you. Your life is mapped out, and it is wanting you to go on this course where you will find the happiness, the joy, the blissfulness that you are meant to experience as well, you know. So we are like a soul that has been gifted with a human life. And so many people are actually disregarding that gift. So this is about bringing it in, do you know what I mean? And being conscious of your connection, being conscious of your connection to spirit, being conscious of your connection to other people, and looking out for the signs as well. Prayer and meditation are coming in here, and I really feel this is a time to, you know, when I've said wish, I mean, prayers are often wishes, aren't they? You know, they're the same. It's like you're asking for help or you're asking for guidance. So I really feel today is very important in this, you know. And remember that you are more than just a person who is caught in this little shitstorm. You are more than that, you know, and this shitstorm is there because it's wanting you to grow, and it's wanting you to break free from it as well. you know. And again, what we've said with this is, you know, it's about getting out of your own way. We said this yesterday. So this is saying that there's deep spiritual bonds forming at the moment, or have already been formed. And I do feel that there's a bond between somebody here. This is what it's talking about as well. And I feel that this bond is essential for your growth and for your soul evolution, because this is what we're working towards. And these cards are quite deep this week. So this is saying, really tend to your spiritual connections, you know, really nurture them. They need that at the moment, you know. So there is this plan that is more wondrous than what we could ever imagine, you know. We don't even know that yet. You know, we might feel it because there's a feeling in the air at the moment, but know that you are always protected and you are always divinely guided as well, and divinely directed. And if we have a look here, you know, it's like we've had this before. It's, look, you can see the light coming from her head, you know. This is the inner light coming from her. She's not taking it down from spirit. It's coming from her. And this is also, there's the key within our third eye. So this is about unlocking your intuition, okay? And like I say, there's I hate the term love and light. I don't like that. You know, a lot of people use it in the spiritual world, and I just don't particularly gel with it or whatever. But this is what's bringing through here. This is love and light. You know, this is what is coming through. Now, this is quite, yeah, you are guided and you are strong as well. There's a strength here. Now, that's strange that I put them in different order, because when we go into Osho, which everybody knows, Osho says what's really going on. You know, this is what's going on in there. And we have the mind. Really not the nicest card, but it is making me laugh here because it's actually quite cartoon-like. You know, it's quite comical when you look at it. Now, when you look at this card, the first thing you get is like a feeling of uneasiness, you know, and this is what happens. It's like there's an anxiety around it, and this is what happens when we forget that our mind is meant to be our servant. We are not meant to serve this. You know, so this is talking about getting control of your thoughts, you know, because your egoic mind is trying to stop this freedom. It's trying to stop this connection, you know, and the second time we give it that little bit of freedom, the egoic mind will jump in, you know, and it will stir up trouble. So this is what I was talking about with the moon. This is all about balance. And, you know, as I said yesterday, it's get out of your head and get out of your own way. And this is what this card is saying. Now, you know, if we look at it, this is mechanisms. It's like, it's cold, it's hard, it's just like, you know, it's going through the motions, you know, like I said before, functioning. This is just functioning, but it's not living, it's not thriving, it's not growing here. You know, there's no flow with this. If we have a look at this eye, which is on the left-hand side as well, it's been narrowed by these bits of metal. So this is like they can only see a small part of what's going on rather than the bigger picture. The other eyes disappeared completely, you know, and that's sort of your masculine side and stuff like that, you know. So this is like, you know, it's all of this crazy stuff that is going on in your head. Turn it off, because this is stopping your divine guidance, and this is stopping you. It's keeping you on this fence, sitting on this fence. And that mouth is ranting and raving, you know, and it's sort of like a lunatic. It's like, you know, everything is being polluted here. And this is, you know, it's reminding me of like a, you know, like an industrial sort of, like a power field or something like that, you know, where it's false power, you know, this is it. And there's smog and there's smoke and there's just, you know, and it's not nice. And this gets on your chest, and this actually can often cause problems and physical problems as well, you know. So it's like this is arguments and, you know, and just feeling like you've got to fight back and got to get your word heard and stuff like that. And it's just, look at what it's doing to your head here, you know. I mean, we've got these towers here, and these towers, you know, they're not built on truth at all. They're built on egoic thoughts. So they're ready to crumble at any time, you know, because they're not real. There's no solid foundations within this. And what has happened because of all this craziness that is going on inside the head, this has actually caused this body to become hard like stone. It's rigid. Now, when something is rigid, you know, I mean, if we look, the cracks have already started to appear in this. When something is rigid, it is brittle and it is more likely to break. So this is your will, this is your body, this is your, this is your mind. When you are soft, when you are flexible, this is when, we can bend and we can actually deal with whatever comes to us. So this card is saying, your overthinking is driving you crazy here. And there might be all of these crazy mad case scenarios that are coming into your head, So this is like pure monkey mind, this is it. None of this is based on truth. This is all based on fear, shoulds, and stuff like that. Society's restrictions, and like I say, we have the Che Guevara here, it's like fight for your freedom, and use your words and use your mind to plan. Use your imagination rather than actually making this place, your mind, this horrible place to inhabit. It's like a horror film there. Yeah, that mind, by just switching your thoughts, could turn into this beautiful, beautiful place. Like, Alice in Wonderland, and this is saying it's time to go down the rabbit hole here, it's time. You might not know what's there, but it's time to go down that, and there will be flowers, and there will be probably a little bit craziness, but there will be colour, and there will be flow, and there will be none of this, whoa, like craziness yet, Because, like I say, if you realise the stuff that goes, if you actually spoke out loud the stuff that goes on in your head on a daily basis, or you wrote it down, you would be surprised. Don't censor it, don't edit it or anything like that. You'd be amazed at the amount of rubbish that you spew out of your mind or out of your mouth, when you're just not thinking about it, when you're just like, and you get into this crazy, crazy monkey mind, because our egoic mind will make us believe things that aren't real, and it will make us doubt things that are real as well. So this is where the confusion comes in, And we've got to remember that our thoughts, sorry, I'm getting really on one here. We've got to remember that our thoughts are very, very positive, and wherever we direct them, that is where we will be taken as well. So, be careful. Are your thoughts good thoughts? Are they bad thoughts? Are they negative? Are they positive here? Because you might actually be sabotaging. I mean, we've got the guidance coming from above here. We've got the higher power. We have all of that going for us. But if we don't get out of our mind, we won't. I mean, he won't be able to see the signs with the way that eye is, because he's not looking for him, and he's got that much going on in his head that he cannot actually see it anyway. So this is saying, feel your body, right? Okay, this is a little experiment for you. Think of something lovely. Think of something really, really nice. A time when you were really happy, or something that makes you happy and makes you feel alive. And think of that thought. Hold it in your head for a second, and then check down your body and see how you feel. See if there's any tightness. See how you feel round about there, just under your breastbone. It will feel nice. You will feel quite whole. That's the feeling that you normally get. Now switch that thought to something where you were scared, where you were terrified, where you didn't like it, where you felt stuck. Start thinking about that now, and then scan your body again and see how you feel there. Your body will have tightened up. Your body, it will go like stone, like this. You will get this uneasy feeling in your stomach, just above your breastbone. And this is what happens with our egoic thoughts. So when we are constantly in egoic thoughts, we are constantly emitting this fear vibration. And this is nonsense. It's not right. But we are harboring this in our mind. So this is a time to take back control and think happy thoughts. That's it. They will shine out of your face all day, and you will always look lovely. That's what Roald Dahl said. Happy thoughts will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. So this is saying, with this card, turn the head off. You have so much more going for you. Now, last card that I've got here. And I feel this. I feel these cards, these new cards, I'm feeling them. That's the thing. I am actually feeling the cards, and it's very hard to put into words what I'm getting from them, but they're stunning. I purposely haven't looked through the deck yet, so every day when I'm pulling one, this is what I'm getting. And This card actually reminds me a lot of the star within traditional tarot. We've got the naked woman there. This shows our vulnerability. We have sort of the angel wings, which a lot of the stars do actually have. And it does look like she's immersed in water in some way, but there's a lot of feathers around her. So I really feel this is like divine guidance. And I do love this card, you know, and I love the fact, the way like she's straight away like looking at the viewer. Now, within a lot of art, when you see sort of naked women depicted, they're sort of hiding there, like, you know, a little bit shy. This isn't. She is staring directly at the viewer. So, although she is not aggressive in any way, she is standing in her own truth here. And it's like, yeah, this is me, you know, take it or leave it. And what this card is called Good News. And the message that comes with it is, good news is coming your way. Something beautiful is about to manifest. Feelings of elation like you are on a cloud. It's time to celebrate all the wonder and beauty in your life. And that, I completely agree with it, you know. But it's finding out what it is that brings you into balance, what it is that sets you off. If something is setting you off balance, it's time to omit that from your life. Because this is about, you know, like I say, this is not about just today. This is your future, you know, and too many people get stuck in today, you know, and it's like, all right. I mean, I always, you know, I practice the power of now, and it is about today, but it's like, don't keep putting things off, you know, don't keep putting things off. There is no one day, there is no someday, you know. This is what I always say this about my mother, you know. She had so many beautiful things that she'd bought, clothes, perfume, you know, things that she loved that she wouldn't use because they were like, one day I'll do that, or one day I'll use that, or one day I'll go here, one day I'll do there. And that one day never came, you know. So it's about, you know, like, what is it that makes you tick? What is it that sets your soul on fire? And actually that is where you are being guided, I think. And like I say, this path is paved with rose petals and light and love as well. So, you know, that's yeah, what a beautiful little road, isn't it? So I hope those made sense to you. I really like those cards. If anything else comes up after them, I leave them out for a bit. If anything else comes up, I will do another video about them. But yeah, I hope there was a message in there that actually got through. So if anybody would like a reading with me, spaces are filling up very, very quick. I do only have emergency readings from now until Thursday, but I can still fit you in if you want some of them. If any of you want some of them. So please get in touch via my Facebook page or via my website. The links are below. And if you like these videos, please subscribe, like them, share them. You know, it's all about spreading the love. This is what we're doing at the moment, you know. But thank you to every single one that's watching these, because it really does mean the world, you know. Sorry, I've been a little bit disjointed. There's so much going on at the moment. But yeah, after this holiday, back refreshed, everything sorted, and you know, there's something good coming. I'm into something good. What's that song? Something tells me I'm into something good. It's an old 60s song, I think. Yeah, I don't know who sings it. Right, anyway, I'm going to go. Have an absolutely fabulous day. Please let me know if these cards resonated. Get ready to set your intentions for the full moon tonight. Make that wish upon the moon and the stars, and I have a feeling that it will come true. Okay? Satnam.